Okay, I've been trying to make an intro for like 2 minutes straight. I just don't know how to start. I just don't know how to start the video. I'm just gonna jump straight into it. Yeah, it's been a while. It's been a long while. And to summarize it, I've been burnt out completely, pretty much. I don't really know what this is gonna be. The plan was for this to be some sort of diary, mostly for me, to kind of have some way to track my progress, I suppose. So basically, what happened the last few years was, like I said, I got burnt out, continued working, even though I was burnt out for a long time. Like if I were to get a task that would take me like maybe 10, 20 minutes, realistically, it could take me days. It could take me days to finish even the tiniest of tasks. It was just so hard for me to get started and to really, like, I couldn't think. It was a straight up block in my head. As soon as I tried to think deeply about anything, it was just pure nothing. But then my company didn't do very well for a while, and since I was a third party, I was let go. So I haven't had a job for about a year now. So I had to move back to my country. I've been living with my parents now for a couple of months, or I did live alone for a couple of months in a summer cabin that we had. But now I live with my parents now for the last few months. But obviously I'm doing better now. But yeah, am I burnt out now? I honestly don't know. It sounds weird, but it's really hard for me to really tell where I am mentally right now. I am doing a lot better, of course, otherwise I wouldn't even be making this video at all. And I am programming again a little bit, so that's good. And I do believe I can hold a job. I am trying to get a job. I did have an interview recently, but I didn't even make it past the screening interview. Can you believe it? I didn't make it past the HR interview, so that was a shame, but it's alright. But yeah, the biggest problem has been to find joy in things, in making things, and in figuring things out, like problem solving. That's something I've always really enjoyed, but it's been really, really hard to enjoy for a long time now. So that's what I'm kind of hoping to work on and keep. I have been working on it for a while, and I do believe it's getting better. But yeah, I wanted to share some things that I've made. It's not going to be anything significant now. It's very, very small. The kind of rules that I set for myself was to have no pressure and try to find joy in just exploring and trying things, not having this pressure in the back of my mind like oh I shouldn't work on anything if it doesn't help me like financially or something like that, because financially it's been very unstable for quite some time. So whenever I've been doing something or started working on a project, I've always been thinking like, okay, it has to be marketable, it has to be XYZ genre. But I'm just trying to not think about anything like that. I'm just trying to think about what I want to make. I'm trying to pretend like if I had all the time in the world, or like if I didn't have to think about my economy, what would I be doing realistically? And that's kind of what I'm trying to figure out and get into the flow of. I feel like I'm mostly just rambling. I don't know if anything makes sense what I'm saying. It's surprisingly hard to find the right words to describe everything. But yeah, I guess to summarize my rambling, I'm gonna be trying to make a couple of videos because I've been wanting to make them for quite some time. I'm gonna have zero pressure on myself while making them. If you watched any of my other videos, you know that I really enjoy editing, making like effects or like small cinematic pieces. But I'm not gonna do anything of that now. I want to do it, but I wanna take it slow. That's the name of the game. We're gonna take it slow and steady. This project I started working on for quite some time ago. I wanted to make this video sooner, but the reason I didn't was because of the job interview I mentioned earlier. The company that I applied to, they have a according to them, a very thorough background check. So I felt like if I uploaded videos talking about my burnout, that would not be a good look if they saw that. So I've been holding on for a little bit. But yeah, what am I doing here? What am I up to? This is just a little test project, I suppose. What am I using actually? Yeah, SFML. I wanted to try SFML. I wanted to... Basically, I was following a couple of routines. I don't want to really share them yet because I don't want to give advice on something that I don't know is working. I don't want this to be like a blind leading the blind kind of thing. But I had some routines that I was following, and I would set some goals every day, very tiny goals for this project. And yeah, it didn't get far because I immediately felt a bit overwhelmed. So I listened to my body, I toned it back, slowed it down, and started thinking about what do I want to make next, instead of like trying to force it, because that's what I've been doing. I've been just trying to force everything. As soon as my body gets tired, or I get the feeling that I don't want to do something, I've just been pushing through it and just been drinking caffeine just to, like, I don't know, always try to move forwards. Yeah, I don't even drink coffee. I haven't had coffee for months. Can you believe that? But yeah, this is the project. So we have a window and we have a cat. I drew this cat myself. I think it's very cute. And I can walk around. And if I press space, I can meow.
Meow.
Like that. And I think it's very cute. Also, you can see when I meow, there's a little speaker above the cat.
Meow.
That's called accessibility. That makes it so more people can enjoy this game. I also have started playing a bit with Lua, using the Soul library. And if I press P, I run a script that errors. So that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Yeah, wow, ta-da! No, but this feels so stupid. The majority of things in this project is, and don't look too close on the code, this is just experimental, okay? I just try to make a super duper simple entity component system, pretty much. I did reach that goal. It's still not finished by far. There's a lot of things I need to do better. But I can just do this. I create the registry. I can just create a game object like this. And I can just add a component. I don't need to pre-register components or anything. I can just... oh, wow. Yeah. Funny numbers. I can just define a component like this and just start using it right away. So that's really neat. I also have... let's see. Do I do anything else with this? Yeah, I can also get a component. Returns a null pointer if we don't have, if this object doesn't have a component. Stuff like that. That's pretty much it. A game object is index based and also has a generation. So if you remove an object, you don't have to worry about stale references. So if I have an object, I remove it, and then I try to use it again, the system won't let me. It'll be like, no, that one is old. We can't use that. Here's the meow sound effect. I thought that was pretty neat. Do I like SFML? I don't know, really. The first thing I did was ran into a bug. You can see that I have the majority of the program inside of these braces. If I remove them, it crashes because of the sound buffer, I think. And I think it has to do with the sound buffers. If they get popped after the window is popped, the SFML doesn't like that. So I need to make sure that the window pops first before the sound. I don't know, something like that. It was a while ago I worked on this. But I wanted to start here because this is where my... I don't want to call it recovery journey. I don't want to feel... I feel like I'm over dramatic. Like, oh, this is my recovery. But I don't know what else to call it, really. But yeah, this was one of the first things I did. I did work a little bit on another project, but nothing interesting because that project just... I couldn't follow the aspect of like keeping things simple. So I just listened to my body and was like, no, I'm not going to work on that project anymore. I'm going to switch to something else. I started getting the same feeling with this one. So I did pause this one as well. Started working on something else. But yeah, it doesn't sound like a lot, but to me there is a lot of progress, and I think slowly getting my joy of creating things back, which is nice. And also, this video was not supposed to be this long. Oh god, I thought this was going to be like a 1 or 2 minutes video. Oh yeah, actually, what started going wrong with this was wait, where am I? What am I doing? Okay, well yeah, currently we're just taking in an object like this if we want to use the component. But then I was like, oh wait, but we should probably like be able to do something like for each game object in registry, and do something like this, because that'll be so much neater. Like I don't want to use the system unless I can do this. And yeah, at the time when I was writing this, I wasn't able to do that at all. It was too much thinking, even this small thing. So I just had to like, bad thought. And I just stopped this project, pretty much. Yeah, this feels really awkward. Why am I the only one talking? Why aren't you saying anything? You gotta work on that. Until next time, you're gonna work on that. But yeah, that was it for this time. I'm not gonna have any regular upload schedule or anything like that. I'm just gonna do it when I feel like it. Even though I do feel like making videos every day, I know that I can't yet, at least. Because even with the videos that I uploaded before, I just put so much pressure on myself. Like I don't even know the editing software, and I'm trying to do like the perfect visuals and everything. I just need to tone it down. It's not only about coding, it's about just releasing pressure from everything in my life. But yeah, that was me, and I hope to be back soon. I don't know how to make an outro either. I'm just gonna okay, we both turn around, we walk away. Are you ready? Now, what am I saying? This is stupid.